Evening, good evening. Welcome aboard. Lakeisha-mcknight is here. We're here for the Revitalize the Total Woman podcast as we are live right now in the Women of Elevation group on Facebook. And we're also live on Spreaker and iHeartRadio as well as the womenofElevation.com website. And so listen, welcome everyone. This podcast goes live every Tuesday and Wednesday around 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so I'm glad to be here before you tonight. And so this podcast is a media outlet for the nonprofit entitled Women of Elevation Career Services International. And so listen, welcome. Whenever you want to learn more about this women's empowerment organization, we always invite you to visit womenofelevation.com. Womenofelevation.com. And so, listen, we do have a private community area. We invite you all who are not there on Facebook in that group to join us there. Now, the way that you can join us inside of the community where tips and strategies and empowerment is provided is by going to www.woecommunity.com. Again, that's woecommunity.com. And then you can request to join the group. Now, listen up. Over the last couple of weeks, we've been really providing nuggets here through the podcast on how you can grow and strengthen your relationships. Okay, because one of the core areas for the mission of the organization and the podcast is to help you to relate, empower you to relate, to have strong relationships so that you can have a thriving career. Because we know that the stronger or the healthier your relationships, the better we're going to be in your careers. And so we're helping you in the month of July to strengthen your team relationships. So whether you're in the corporate space on a job or if you're building a business, you still need to know how to work well with other teammates. And so one nugget that I'm going to share with you tonight, it really involves cooperation. If you want a healthy team, you want to build and foster cooperation. So understand, most challenges when it comes to business, the workplace, really requires much more than good solo performance. You see, in increasingly complex organizations or businesses, success depends upon the degree of interdependence that's recognized within the team. You see, leaders can facilitate cooperation by really highlighting the impact of individual members on team productivity and really clarifying valued team member behaviors. You see, if you follow, for example, this model that I heard about, it's a model entitled FACTS model. So FACTS, every initial stands for something. FACTS. And so the FACTS model of effective team member behaviors, right, can actually serve really as a guide for helping your team to really identify the behaviors there that support synergy within your environment, your business environment. So let's go through FACTS really quick so you can understand how all of this plays a role. So the F in FACTS stands for follow through. You see, one of the most common phrases heard in groups that work well together is you can count on it, right? You can count on it. Members trust that when a colleague agrees to return a phone call or to read a report or talk to a customer or even attend a meeting, the job will be done. The task will be done. There will be follow through. Team members are keenly aware that as a part of a team, everything that they do or don't do really impacts someone else. So follow through is key. That's the F in the FACTS model. Now the A in the FACTS model stands for accuracy. All right, accuracy. And you see another common phrase heard of when you talk about work groups or business groups is we do it right the first time, right? We do it right the first time. You see, accuracy, clearly a reflection of personal pride, really. It really demonstrates a commitment to uphold the standards of the team, and really generating team pride. So I just wanted to highlight that accuracy is what the A in FACTS stands for. Now, I will tell you guys, a little disclaimer, I'm also on mommy duty, so you might hear my little kiddos in the background. So just giving you an idea. And I know, of course, again, real people, and I am a real person, really sharing with you and giving you content, but also understanding that I take on the role as a mom, right? And so that's the A. The A stands for accuracy. And so the C, everyone, the C stands for creativity. Creativity. And you see, innovation flourishes on a team when individuals feel supported by their colleagues. Now, although taking the lead in a new order of things is a bit risky, it's risky business. Such risk, for example, is greatly reduced in a cooperative environment where the members forgive mistakes, respect individual differences, and then also be able to shift their thinking from a point of view to a viewing point. A viewing point. So creativity is key when it comes to having effective team member behaviors, right? Cooperation. And so let's talk about what the T stands for in the FACTS model. That stands for timeliness. Timeliness. When work team members are truly cooperating, when you're working together, they respect the time of others by turning team priorities into personal priorities, and being able to arrive for meetings on time. You got to be able to do that. You got to be punctual. And sharing information promptly, clustering questions for people and communicating succinctly and then asking, is this a good time? Before initiating interactions, okay? And so timeliness is very important to foster cooperation. And then the last letter in FACTS is S, and S stands for spirit. This is like that foundational piece here. You see, because being on a work team is a bit like being a part of a family. It really is. I consider my business partners to be family members of mine. You see, you can't have your way all the time, and to add value, you must really develop a generous spirit because leaders can help work teams, your teams by addressing these rules of team spirit rules, okay? Quote unquote, value the individual. You want to develop team trust and even communicate openly. You got to be able to manage differences as well and share successes within your team. And then welcome new members. I love what we do. A part of a team I'm a part of. We call ourselves Wealth Builders Worldwide. We welcome new team members. We celebrate them. And so again, when it comes to being able to foster cooperation, follow the FACTS model. Again, F, follow through, A, accuracy, C, creativity, T stands for timeliness, and S stands for spirit. And so once again, I'm extremely grateful for my colleagues over at Agile Connection and Miss Suzanne Zagolio, I should say it that way, make sure I'm pronouncing it right, for again helping me out with this great content. And so I appreciate you all, and hopefully you value the information I wanted to share with you tonight. And listen, maybe you're like, you want to also work on enhancing your personal relationships. I do want to invite you all, each and every one of you, ladies and even gentlemen, as you're listening into this, whether on Facebook or on Spreaker or another platform, I want to invite you to check out the organization's Telesummit event for this month. We're going to be starting it soon. It starts on July the 21st. It's a virtual event, so it will take place on the Zoom platform. And so if you want to learn more about dating and courting during this season of social distancing, maybe you also want to understand how to prepare yourself for marriage or how to put yourself in position to have a healthy, thriving marriage beyond 5 or 10 years, I encourage you to plug in, register for the upcoming Telesummit panel event. And so the way to register for this event is by going to www.relate, RELATE, hyphen, telesummit, TELESUMMIT.com. Relate-telesummit.com is where you can go to get free registration for this upcoming panel relationship empowerment event. And so listen, I thank you all who are tuning in on these platforms for faithfully listening in. And it doesn't matter where you are. Let me tell you, you can be right now in Turkey or India or China or in Hungary or Australia. You are able to plug in and listen and be a part. Okay, you can be a part. It's going to happen at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time nightly on July 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. And so go ahead, share this information about this event with those other ladies and gentlemen you know, so we can definitely have a great time on the platform. So again, thank you so very much. Be blessed, everyone, and definitely stay plugged in to this podcast. We're going to be back with the podcast on next week. Okay, next week. And let me make sure that I don't want to give you wrong. Actually, listen up. Correction. Not next week, the following week. Because next week we're going to be starting that panel event. So we're not going to be having the night show. We're not going to be having this particular podcast because of the Telesummit panel event. So go ahead, register, and meet us on the Zoom platform on next week. So thank you so much. Be blessed and have a great rest of your week.